You took this dude to go get a piece of pizza in your car, which people didn't even have cars at the time. Like you were like the only one of your friends who had a car. And this dude was such a jerk, he wouldn't even give you a slice of pizza. And you drove him all around to get the pizza. Like this was like this is an event that happened, which I've never really just talked about this kind of crap because it was really just me and just one person. So there was no one ever to vent to this type of bull crap. But and like, bro, like I picked you up in my car and I drove you to get some pizza. You don't even give me a piece of pizza. You're not a friend. You're a user. You're a jerk. And that's who he was. That's who he was. And you know what? I have a lot of situations I've been in that I've just never unpackaged, where like people are just jerks and they're just using me, and I've just kept that stuff bottled up. And these are good for releasing that type of like bottled up frustration. Like, bro, like he's not my bro. Hey, guy who's using me in my car, you should get out of my car and walk yourself back home, since you don't want to share your resources and my resources. I'm in a car which is worth way more than this pizza that you didn't even share with me, because you're fat. You're gonna just eat the whole pizza. Like, you definitely don't need to eat the whole pizza. You should have shared some pizza with me, because I was doing you a favor. And I did all this crap after he like got in the way of me like getting this girl, or he was just being a jerk to me because I was better at him and I could read music, and he never learned how to read music, even though I tried to teach him and the other people tried to teach him. So it was like, this person, really, this is what I'm realizing. Like, at a certain level and at a certain point in life, a lot of things have happened to me that I've just got burned out on, where it's just like, man, I'm just not even gonna try anymore, because I can see where the bull crap is coming in from these people or this person, and I'm not gonna try, because I just know that I don't go down the same path twice. I go down a different path because I'm looking for a different result. So in a certain way, that is like me carrying baggage over, or I'm transferring psychological terms, this bad experience and putting it on this new person. And I shouldn't do that, or any of those type of things, because this person is a unique individual like myself, who has done me nothing wrong. I have a blank slate with them, so they could do good or they could do wrong, but that has nothing to do with other past experiences I've had. So I could talk about giving myself a clean slate all day long, but the only way I'm figuring out right now to do that is to just talk about the other crap that has happened when I'm dealing with average people, and then hopefully I can release that crap so I can just make better connections or stronger connections with the new people that enter my life. So, I get in a way, talking to yourself is therapeutic. Like, it's just like writing a journal, or like writing a journal. Because you can listen back and hear this and vent your emotions, because I don't vent my emotions to other people. I don't. So there's that. So I can compartmentalize. Well, I vent my emotions to my therapist, but she doesn't count. She doesn't count. It feels good, but it doesn't really count as far as my life is concerned. So there's that. The real estate has been there. The other skills have been there. I've done a lot of things in real estate in this time. Like I bought houses, bought land, I bought apartments, renovated houses. I'm renovating a house now. You know what I should do? I should get some content from the house that I'm actually renovating so people know that I'm really talking about a real house. And then I'd also, I have some progress and I can check up on it. I can look back. I can say, oh, this was the house I did. I made a business plan for this guy, sold it to him for this house and this project. And I should be listing this house once it's finished. So think about that also. I should be getting a listing next month just from him finishing the house renovations. So that's something to think about too. Besides that, man, it's really good to it's best to just talk out as crap as possible. Cause I mean, this is my room. It's not really nothing on the room. Like, it's not really nothing in here. Like, I got a picture of my grandma on the wall. It's like a painting someone made of her that I took a picture of. I got a picture of a couple of people I met in some misadventures and then also in some networkings. That dude is an Olympic gold medalist, wrestler. Yeah. Named Jordan. Met him. He was at a speaking event. One of these masterminds I was in. So besides that, I just got time to really talk, vent out the crap in my life. And that way I can actually release that baggage and then go forward with making new friends. Cause my therapist is like, Cameron, you need to learn how to be less transactional with the people you meet. And I think the reason I am so transactional because one, I've learned business really well. And two, I've been burned a lot by people. So now I just keep it like instinctively. I just keep it all about business, which there's a lot missing. Like you were talking to this one girl at the auto parts store and you were just like, nice pants. And then you said, what kind of car do you drive? And she was like, why? I'm like, that's a weird response. I mean, that's just that's the wrong response. To ask me why, I say, I'm curious, just curious. Her response is, don't worry, it's something. Don't worry, I'm just getting something from somebody else, and blase. It's just like, I wasn't worried. I told you I was curious. So like, she was negative. So she was just a negative person because probably some event happened in her life that made her that way. Like it was I could see a car in the parking lot. It would have been very simple just to say, oh, that's my car right there. I drive, blah. I'm proud of my accomplishments. Her part is like, don't worry about me. Like that's an inflated sense of self-worth to assume someone is worried. Like, I don't even care about you. I'm indifferent. So narcissism more likely is formed because of as a defensive mechanism. And it happens to me as well. It's like the people who are intimately close to me are showing me negative emotions. So maybe the people who are further out care in some way about me, or vice versa. Well, no. It's vice versa from what it should be, because the people who are intimately close to you do care about you. They're also negative, but they care about you in a way to where they just want to pour their negativity on you because you do something good for them. So it's not a fair trade-off. However, people out there, they not even do they not care about you, they have no idea who you are and they are indifferent to you. because they have no idea who you are, literally. So the narcissism comes in because it's like the people close to me, I have all the good and they have less, so they're draining me. So I guess at that point, that just means that you've outgrown the people you were around because they don't have enough good to provide you with. So for your case, Cameron, that's definitely true. Just thinking back to that time in high school, it's like you had a car, you were driving to school. Not a lot of people had their own cars. You were picking up your friends and driving them to school. You were in probably like one of the best educations you could get in a public high school internationally, like globally, internationally. You played an instrument, you spoke a language, you were good looking, you were doing better, and you have better prospects in life than most of that school. So you probably had outgrown most of the people you were spending your time around without really realizing it because you were just on your track. So for you to have been getting all this hate, that's normal. That is actually normal compared to most people's life experience. You do really well at what you do, people are gonna hate on you. And they're gonna want what you have, they're gonna get envious and jealous, and that's got nothing to do with you. It's just more to do with, that's why they treated you that way, because they were envious and they were jealous, and it had nothing to do with your actual inherent abilities. It just meant you had a lot of them. You had a lot of abilities and capabilities. So what you got to do now, though, is unpackage all that crap, clear it out of your slate, like you were saying about some stuff to unlearn. This is the kind of crap you have to unlearn. Yeah. Ooh. That felt good. That felt really good. This is the crap you need to unlearn. Oh, ask and ye shall receive. Oh, verb, to forget. This is the crap you need to unlearn. You can put it on these recordings and forget about it. So, wow. This is how you unlearn this type of stuff. It has to go somewhere. The experience has to go somewhere. You can put it on here, voice that experience, voice how you felt about it, release the tension, and forget it. You must name the sins against you. Ooh, this is a good one. So this is like, not only is this therapy, but you can make the video. I mean, you can choose to upload it to YouTube, or you can just delete it. It doesn't matter. But it's off of you. It's off of your soul, and it's on this digital recording. Oh man, that's like orgasm. Oh wow. What time is it? 11:19. You just had a psychological orgasm. Eureka. A release, a buildup of pressure. So yeah, you can definitely just like talk this crap out. Oh man. This is really cool. Cause it's like tomorrow I'm gonna get up and keep living the dream. It's so funny, like, bro, your broker, the name of the brokerage is Living the Dream. Like, how, that's a really good name for a brokerage company, like, or just any company. Like, oh, what's the name of your company? We're living the dream. like, yeah, bro, you've been living this dream of yours since you had it. Like, at 14, you had this dream of getting land. At 19, 5 years later, you got your real estate license. Now, 5 more years later, at 24, you own land, houses, you do projects, you property manage. Like, you been living the dream. And you work for a guy who used to teach you in high school. So, like, there's some real good continuity there. He's known you for a long time. And he's also living the dream, his version. And he's a lawyer, so he can help you out with, like, he's a real estate lawyer, so that'll come in handy a lot in the future. Yeah, come in real handy. Man, it's kind of, you've been doing this thing, man. You've been doing this thing right. Your intuition has led you right the entire time. The only thing that has, that's probably the only thing that has led you astray is your judgment. But probably part of the reason why it did was because you had to put up with that kind of crap in your hobbies. Like, the music thing and band and where this bully was at was in your hobbies. And so it was like, man, like, that's where you make all your friends and stuff like that. So there's probably been that block because, like, the people around you, he wasn't bullying them. So, of course, they didn't feel like, oh, he was a jerk. But you would, because he was bullying you. So that's probably why your judgment when it comes to people in your social circle is weaker, because it was like, man, all these people who are supposed to be like my friends and cool, they're not saying anything about this guy who's a jerk. So it's just like you just weren't judging your ability. They didn't judge him, so you couldn't, use the group's ability to judge the people around you. And so you just started judging people as being better than they were, because the group was like, oh, he must be better than he is, when he wasn't. So that's been one of the detractors, is that judgment has been flawed for a long time. Got more pictures of yourself up there. That one. It's a really good picture. So, this is cool. Yeah, I always practice.